Hello and welcome back to another sketchbook check-in. I am Ray, and yeah, we're back inside this time. Anyway, let's get started. Wrong page. Oh, I left off here. No, that's not. Anyway, so this, so I made this, just a bunch of like little doodles, sketches, I don't know, little hairs. Trying to figure out more hair for this guy, James. So yeah, that's fun. So just brainstorming more ideas for specifically the bangs for this, because I know jellyfish haircut relatively famous, I would say. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do the top of the hair because I want to get a little bit more on the unique side, and that's what I'm trying to do here. Arm, James, eye, mouth, eye, head, red coloring pencil. Yeah, I hated that. Yeah, at this point I just want to cry because it wasn't feeling good. Drawings weren't turning out the way I wanted to, and yeah. This is cute. Wait a moment. This is cute though. And if you can see, blue is bleeding through because this. I, again, did not feel very good. So here's this. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Much as just random doodle I did over a day or two. I just like this one. It just has an energy to it that I just absolutely love. This is Emily, a little robot from the show She-Ra on Netflix. I love that show. I'm thinking of rewatching it soon. So, yeah. Ear with an earring. This is Stealth Elf from Skylanders. Activision and Blizzard partnered with Netflix to make a Skylanders show, and I love it. I don't even play I never played Skylanders. Oh my god, I love that show. I just love the humor, and especially you just feel it's the kind of humor that I just enjoy a lot. Random hair thing, little hair thing with highlights. Yeah, because back here you can see the little scribbles. Trying to like experiment, like trying to do highlights at some point. I will at some point. This eye is very sharp eyeliner, you know? Never mind, why did I say you know? That makes no sense anyway. Eye with wing, I didn't know what to do. Here's a nice little lily with the valley, because again, this is a bunch of little doodles, not really much intent here. But yeah. Why do I have vocal fry? It's only 6 o'clock. So yeah. And then stars and stuff. Yep. And we are already at the end. Fantastic. But yeah, I'll probably just like skim through the beginning of that minute. And not much on the drawings this week. And then okay, so for Halloween, I posted about this on my post tab. Yeah, that one. I did trick-or-treating with some friends and I dressed up as Genu from Camping Hunters, which my mom has actually been getting quite into in the past week. I will talk about that because, oh my god, it's been driving me a tad bit crazy. This is a very bad highlighter drawn Glima. I'm starting to experiment with colors in the future. So as you can see in this cornstarch box, corner container, not box, I have a bunch of little markers from Crayola. So I'm gonna try these out at some point. And yeah, because I should probably do more colors than just highlighters. Back to the drawings. Okay. So this is a little weird, Susie. I just love how it turned out. There we go. I'm also using different lighting this time, so if something's a little inconsistent, yeah. Oh, and I had to paste this little piece of paper on because before it was turning out way too blue, and as I'll put on the screen, whatever, it's supposed to be very pink. So yeah. Anyway, and then here's a little Tiger Derpy. I like how this one turned out, but oh my god! So these little white teeth on here, that took way too long. So if you couldn't tell, this page is very small. I have a ruler somewhere. Here it is. It's a clear ruler, but yeah, this notebook is about 5.5 inches long and about 14 centimeters. Basically small. So I had to cut out very small pieces for these teeth because I accidentally drew over them or colored over them, so I was like, man, I have to read this now. That's what I did. I've also been experimenting with making browns with the highlighters. Here's that. I'm not sure how it looks on camera, but it looks kind of green from my perspective. Move the light a bit. Anyway, and then here like the demon patterns on the sides. This thing is slowly and day by day running out of more ink, sadly, because I love it. And it's like the only highlighter out of all these. I don't know if I can see if you guys need them, but I have all of these that like are Amazon Basics. So because a while back my mom got some Amazon Basics highlighters and I was like, oh sure, I guess I'll use them. And my god, are they inky? But like, I hate them. Also, they're not just the best quality. I have no idea what they did the formula of these things, but oh my god. So when you draw on paper, yeah. So if you draw over the highlighter, for some reason it's like really flipping slippery. And for most highlighters, it's like smooth. You can draw over it very easily. For some reason, not this one. It's like if obviously if you're drawing on plastics, that's why I've been trying to refrain from using them as much. Even though I haven't, as you can probably tell, every single page has a highlighter background. But yeah, it's just really annoying to draw over. Yeah, man, I can't wait till I run out of ink on these so that I can start using Sharpie and other brands. I really like, also they have wildly different colors from the other ones. These ones I have. For example, this highlighter from Bic, the green, is much deeper and darker than this. Is like fluorescent green. I can't believe it. Anyway, ranting about markers aside, how much I hate Amazon Basic markers. Yeah, these are a little unfinished drawing of Julie. I'm thinking I'm gonna probably finish it right after this. Oh, sorry. Yeah, not much to say about this. I tried to do like kind of a full body. Dress hides a lot of it, so yeah. I tried to go for a kind of sort of hardcore outfit. I'm not sure how I did. Yeah. This is like Julia accidentally like dropping her dress in mud. Yeah. Because I want her to be very cottagecore based around, or at least like she really likes the aesthetic. So that's something I want to go for in this. And yeah, I like how it's turning out so far. I like the little disappointed pout when she gets in the mud. This hand has 4 fingers. Mistakes have been made. This, yeah. I like the folds on the skirt though. I don't like the folds here because I kind of just did, yeah, screw, I'm doing whatever this one. Oh my god, light's flickering, I'm so sorry. Anyway, yeah, that's kind of it, you know? Oh, not too much happened. But yeah, if you couldn't see, there's a big old blue splotch here around here. There's a big old blue splotch around this area because of the glue. I actually did like way too much glue, so it soaked through, and yeah, now this is just blue. I like the touch though. It makes it look messy in a way that I like, because it just feels coherent with all the other small blue bits in the page, as well as the fact that there's a blue fish that are, because it's actually previously blue, so it just tied in pretty nice, I would say. So yeah, also these stars took way too much time. And yeah, I'm down here, I'm experimenting with like little wings. Did you know how people draw it like, how people kind of like to draw it like this? I really like that. I was like kind of connected. I really like that. Like this. Oh god. I don't know, I'm just doing random things and that looks horrendous. Yeah. Not really much else to say here. Oh, so I forgot the strap bag. That'd be a great idea. Yes, I know I chicken scratch. Shush. It's 6 a.m. I don't want to think about that right now. It's very silent, I know, sorry. There we go. Better. Anyway, time to go to the doodle page. I marked it orange for a reason. This orange. Perfect. So things that happened in the past week. My mom got really into K-pop Demon Hunters. We showed it to her a few weeks back, but recently she's been like really into it. So that's been something to witness. And I'm sure some of you guys know, but they were rerunning the K-pop Demon Hunters sing-along in theaters for a few days, like Halloween weekend. My mom went on Sunday. She had a lot of fun. She went alone. No, she didn't. She went with my sister and cousin and aunts. Aunt and cousins. No, single cousin. Anyway. So that happened on Sunday. Not much happened for me this weekend. It was just very chill. I don't know. It just felt better than usual because I haven't done as much. So yeah. And for the past few weeks, the weekends felt like really busy for me because it's like no break days. There's like non-stop. Hey, we're doing stuff on Sunday. We're doing stuff on Saturday. So yeah. Anything happened earlier this week? I'm sure a lot happened. Am I stupid? Yeah. Oh, I made yarn out of t-shirt. That's fun. Yeah. I'm also thinking of learning how to crochet. So if anyone would like to leave some tips or anything, just comment or something. I don't know. I'm asking for engagement. And not too much happened this week, I would say. It's been a little warmer than... Oh my god. So I've been getting really back into drinking tea. And it's about at least 3 cups a day. Yeah, I was actually gonna make one before I was recording, but the kettle would have woken up my parents. And my dad's in the living room. For some reason this morning I found him just he didn't respond to me, at least as I walked past. But he was just sitting on the couch, just sitting up, cross-legged. I don't know what that was about. But yeah. Yeah, so the current teas that I have had in rotation, I'm gonna try like one more today, because I used to go to this book club in middle school, and we would all just bring a bunch of like random teas that we had. At this time I wasn't into tea, so I didn't bring any, but I tasted some really good teas there. And at the end of the year, the teacher was like, okay, I need all this to go. You guys just take a bunch of random tea bags and scatter. So I took a bunch of like random ones, and my favorites, or at the time my favorites, were black and green tea, the basic stuff I know. But yeah, I liked it. It was good. So yeah, I did that for a while. My hand. And yeah, been getting back in tea, so that's great. Again, the current ones I have in rotation would be licorice and peppermint. I used to think it was horrible, but now I flipping love it, and I can't go without it. It's so good. Have it after every lunch. As well as a hibiscus berry one. So it tastes like a juice, a very warm juice in like the best way. I'm gonna have, actually let me continue talking. I also had green tea in rotation. I don't have black tea in rotation because I don't have decaf black tea. I do drink caffeinated tea, just not very often. And normally it's green tea, because it's very good. I don't get that brown matcha. I've had matcha before. Yeah, I prefer tea. Yeah. Also, something that's been leading to some procrastination as of recent times. Yeah, AO3. I've been getting back into fan fiction. Not sure how long this one will last, but yeah. Minesweeper too. Yeah, I've been getting back into Minesweeper. My Minesweeper video a week and a half or so back. Yeah, I can't help but I love the game, you know? I love it. It's brings me so much joy. Oh god. Yeah, it's kind of the main stuff that's been going on. Not too much happened this week, amazingly. Oh, yeah. So excuse me. For any of those who keep up with Honkai Star Rail, Cyrene dropped this week. Yeah, the community's been kind of on fire. I'm just not gonna pull it because she doesn't have much value on my account as someone who mains the Herda. So yeah. And I won a 50-50 yesterday on Ju Fufu's banner because I kind of need a stunner, a 5-star stunner at least. I've been using Polka for way too long. So yeah. I think that's kind of it. I've also been working on the script a little bit for the Florida video thing, which I now realize can be absolute pain to edit because I have to slot in a bunch of pictures and so a bunch of little video clips. on my phone, so that's gonna be a while. Cause I also did like very unsmartly. So I took notes on the trip and then took a bunch of photos and videos. What I should have done was put, as I went through the trip, and like at the end of each day, slot in all the videos and photos. And then I can edit it later. That would have been very smart of me, wouldn't it? But I said no to that. Yeah, and I have to go through all that. Who knows, maybe I said for myself. I don't know, but I want to document stuff like this because I have very bad memory. And it's like, you know, it's always fun looking back to these things and remembering small moments. And oh my god, so I've been watching more musicals as of late. And I was gonna watch 6 on like yesterday, but my mom, I was gonna watch it upstairs because normally I like to watch it downstairs on my computer alone, of course. But I just had to, watch it upstairs because yesterday was a Thursday. It was a Thursday. So I was like, you know what? Okay, I'll watch it upstairs with my family, I guess. They don't really are into it. Also, bootlegs. Yeah, they don't like the perspective and how the audio sounds. So, yeah, I mean, fair enough. It sucks, but it's how I consume the media, and it's kind of the main way I'm able to consume the media. So, yeah. Oh yeah. So now, so my mom was like, I remember you mentioning the 6 was coming to Denver in January, like right before we leave for a really big trip, which I'm not excited for because it'll be 3 months away from home. And she was like, oh, would you like to go see in person instead of watching these bootlegs? And I was like, oh my god, yes, I would love to. So now we're going to see 6 in January. That's fun. I'm also going to see the old high school that I went to's musical in a little bit. They're doing Cinderella, so that's fun. And I'll be able to, hopefully, I'm pretty dang sure, be able to see some of my friends because they love theater. And a bunch of them working in crew. I'm not sure if any of them are any of the roles in the musical. But yeah. Also, random side note, but when people say plans at a musical, sorry, when people say plans at a musical, it makes me very upset because like the two very different things. Anyway, yeah, that's kind of it. I'm considering streaming every now and then on this channel, and yeah, I'm also thinking of updating the thumbnails for past videos because they aren't really as appealing. My first videos are just okay. I'll put on screen, but here's a little artist rendition. That's it. That is literally it right there. It is just that on a wooden table. That is literally it. So yeah, probably do that. I should update those. I think of my new format being me usual. Wow, Ray holding sketchbook. Wow, it's amazing, isn't it? Holding sketchbook. The date in the corner. I don't know. And the usual like outline and sparkles, whatever. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. Random thing, but yesterday a friend messaged me. He was just like, Reysin the Gazin. how's it going? And I just felt strange on because I was about to eat lunch at the time. And I just looked at that and I was like, is something important? And then I was like, oh, it's nothing, don't worry. So yeah. Any words, just put them in. If you want to say anything, put it in the comments. I hope you like the video. In that case, please hit like button. And yeah, my grandmother's coming over tomorrow and fun. So that's kind of it. I'm not sure what else to say. Again, please comment, like. Hope you enjoyed the video, and hope you stick around for a little longer. Bye-bye. Have a good day.